I like Al.
Oh my God!
Today's Labor Day issue of Let's Play D&D.
Green.
Sean, I'm not talking over you. Give him a fucking check mark. He's being a dick. Today's issue of Let's Play D&D is brought to you by the number 4.
Okay.
The letter W. Have a great Labor Day.
Hold on a second.
We are an adult
Give
content.
me that one back. I'm giving Ed a
Let him finish his statement, for Christ's
He's
sake.
fucking awesome.
We are.
He's almost out of context. It's almost.
No, he's done so much work.
How come he doesn't?
We
he
are.
doesn't have anything.
We are
Next time.
an adult content
I still love you, Tom.
Psychological
but you're getting
D&D
one.
group. We say bad words.
Yeah, the speaker going, but not.
If you don't like what you hear,
You're my bro.
change the channel. If you like what you hear, stay put.
Maybe think about sponsoring or even subscribing.
We have room for 5 sponsors. Right now we have room for 5 sponsors. It's $100 a week each for 5 sponsors, and we'll get up out of Ed's house, and Ed is sworn if he gets 4 other sponsors, he'll be the 5th. So that'll get us up out of his house and into a close-by warehouse where we'll be able to keep the game rolling all week long. Thank you, Ed, for being the 5th sponsor, even though we're still missing the first 4.
And this is coming from a local celebrity, so you know what he's going to say is
True.
It's absolutely true. Absolutely true.
Okay.
Now, on that, we have Fergtoberfest, so don't miss us down at Ferg's October 13th. It'll be a fantastic show. And I'll skip all the acts for now because that's a 1.5-minute commercial. And Ferg's, I'd love to have you sponsor. This right here could be your 1.5 minutes. What happened last week, sir? If you would be so kind, I want somebody who thinks they might be behind on XP to say, I want to say what happened last week because I think I'm behind in XP.
Well, I've only got a white token, so it's probably not going to be me.
Well, this is a way to upgrade your token.
This is a way to upgrade your token.
Yeah, upgrade. Cool.
All right, so
Al, green already. He's not
what
getting upgraded.
happened to get you to this arch?
He's not getting upgraded. I don't care what he says.
By the way, that was funny. I shouldn't have said shush, but shush, it's his turn. Go.
I'm up.
Hurry the fuck up.
Okay, well, basically, we went into this dungeon here, and we were looking. The Sphinx was in the top room, actually, and I believe it was Scott who had to ask the Sphinx some questions. After three questions, to find out what we were looking for to defeat the forces of evil, we were able to ascertain that it's in here somewhere. Actually by the demon, as the Sphinx said. So what we're going to do now is, when we left our heroes, we were in a tight situation, fighting our way down to the lower dungeon. We are now in the lower dungeons, and we are ready to take on the final battle of us versus the demon horde of wherever. Anyway, thank you for joining us, and hopefully this will be listenable for you people out there in TV land.
Now, Scott, you did very well. There was something, for a moment, sit back in your camera range so we can see you. What was it he completely messed up? And you, by the way, upgrade your token because you didn't say a word, and I knew you were exuding, oh my God, I got to say this to correct me, but you didn't say a word.
That's true. I do that.
But he found the switch.
And? Go ahead.
I wanted to forget that.
You're now done. Continue the story. What do you have that he may have missed out on that led us up to this arch?
We had to go to the Sphinx, right?
That's
where you were led.
The Sphinx is up here somewhere, and you've gone down a tunnel, 60 degrees, and then south, and then to an off tunnel.
It's fun to say. It's fun to say Sphinx.
Mm-hmm.
We had to go underneath the Sphinx to talk, to get answers as to our next step, and there was a bunch of undead underneath. And we fought and fought. Some of us dropped. We got up. Heroic battles. People getting knocked out. Great action. Sometimes we fucked shit up with some awesome rolls and some awesome actions. and great decisions, and some decisions that may have caused people to not have the best optimal locations, even on the map or whatever. But anyway, we ended up where we were trying to close in on the final enemy, or what we thought was the final encounter that we need to overcome to get the answer to our question. And it was Dave's question. It was Dave's impetus that got us here.
Yes.
What did I miss?
Now you may move the rest of the dungeon. It should join
What
up right
did I
here to the
miss?
hole. It's okay. You just have some
Bullshit
names
my way
right
through
there.
the whole thing.
What would you like to add to that?
What did you miss? Well, here's
Add-
what you
add to
missed.
that.
The battle out here, we
have to
finally
leave
got
it
to the
at that.
point where we thought we knew we had to get through this door, but there was this wall of death that
Yeah.
our cleric ran through.
Fucking
and,
clerics.
And freaking died right on the. He did a swan dive onto the floor.
Yeah.
And
Please make a con check for.
Death.
There was no contract. It was instant death.
Oh, good.
He went to 0 hit points immediately.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah. He
so-
didn't die. It was 0
so-
hit points. It's
I don't
better.
remember that.
So Scott here
Oh,
yeah.
was
He laid there.
clever enough to go, there has to be something on the wall to turn this thing off.
No
and that's
shit.
what he looked for, and he found, and I think he rolled a 20 on that.
Rolling
and
good always
He
helps.
dropped it, he dropped the wall, and we got through, and I healed him for 2 points. And so what happened, this thing came over, tapped him on the noggin again, and he died again, and I healed him with a healing kit. Or
Actually, that's
Cure potion.
incorrect, sir. That's incorrect. First of all, a rogue likes to hide instead of do something.
Very
So,
useful
in
skill.
the cleric's defense, he got fed up with just waiting. So he said, I'm going to just go
I don't
through the
know where it
portal.
was.
Yes, it is true.
He got tired. He just walked
It
through.
is true.
He says,
I
I'm
got-
tired of waiting.
That's true.
It was 10 minutes in real life time, and in game time, it was 10 minutes.
It's a long time.
In 10 minutes in game time, there's nothing else. I'm walking through.
So-
How bad could it be?
How
He
bad could it
said.
be?
And it was bad.
And then he falls to 0 hit points and on the other side of the barrier.
Not even a
But
saving
not,
throw.
but not,
Not
but
even a saving throw by any.
yeah, but no death saves. You still
So the
live.
point is, anyway. So yes, it is true that
something
Dave
foolish.
got me up, and then this thing jumped on my face. Well, as I was laying there,
I hate when that happens.
with the thing eating away my face, the buck-toothed barbarian decides to come up and not gingerly remove,
inside of
but actually just
guys?
take a big whack.
Put your group
Oh.
inside of this, somewhere in this room between this
We
and
were in
this.
here.
Trying to give you a safe space to start.
You need your space.
Put yourself in here.
Safe space. Wait, I wanted to light a light.
Between this and here, because you guys were trapped between the two.
Yeah, we need to put our minis.
So when the
You know-
barbarian hit 59 points of damage to the thing, I ended up taking a lot of it, therefore kill me.
I don't recall where our guys were.
And now I'm
They're
up
somewhere
again
else
though, so. Oh yeah, and then Scott hit me with my own med pack because he's too cheap to
Scott
provide his
didn't do
own.
it.
You're supposed to use your own
Scott
med
did
pack.
it.
That's whatever you want to use.
I know.
Did you?
Yes.
I must be missing.
If you have a
Wasn't
cure,
me.
if you have a cure serious
Scott and
potion
Dave are
on
actually
your pack,
brothers in
that's
real
what they'll
life,
use
so
on
it's
you.
hard to tell them apart.
Yes.
We look alike.
So
Humans,
anyway,
White
so
people.
with my med pack, I got back up and we're ready to fight the next battle. And let's hope I gate in this episode.
All right, that's
Game.
very good. And are you up and ready?
Revolve.
Are you? How are you
Skating,
situated over there?
teleport
Is our director for this evening, if you haven't met him already, is Ed. This
Edward.
is Mr. Ed with the United States flag on his chest, a smile on his
Hello.
face, and love in
I'm
his
Mr.
heart.
Ed.
And he was paying very close attention to the last thing that
Wilbur.
was said, and would like to add his 2 cents worth of what he felt happened last time that we played that hadn't been mentioned already.
Wilbur.
I don't remember shit.
And that's why he's getting a Soviet flag tomorrow. On his
I'm going to downgrade his chip right now.
So-
Yeah, you can do that.
No, you can't.
I'm just threatening.
Honestly,
You're the one at the table that's ability to do that.
I don't remember much of last week's game. As
You were drunk at the time?
No, let him talk.
no, we were. I was concerned with the production and some camera issues in game, and I don't recall too much of the game, even though I was there. So
Where's production?
Yeah, we've
Yes.
since painted our
Well,
miniatures
so
now.
we're OC. We haven't joined the game yet. We're still talking about what's had happened.
Oh,
We're
okay.
definitely
Okay.
out above the characters.
The
at this
miniatures are no
moment.
longer green.
The miniatures are no longer green, and we will unveil them in a moment. I'm going to go along with the minor plot point where we lost our party last time. If you're paying attention to our other video, we come through this lovely portal, and because of something here, we had decided, hey, let's run for this portal. This thing was dispelled by the dungeon itself, which, yeah, you know, and you guys were able to, this is revisionist history, cast a portal around yourselves, which gave you an opportunity to take at least a short rest. Perhaps it was a Liam's tiny husk, a wall of force, something that you have. What do you have? You could have done to give you at least an hour to get a short rest right here while you have the undead and before you hit the demon. What do you have that'll give you an hour?
I need to make a game comment real quick.
Oh.
I need all your crap off the tables, even all those markers, because I need to slide this board.
This
to
does
get-
look like too much.
No, I need to slide the board that the dungeon is on to get it centered in the camera properly.
way?
The less on
Towards
camera,
me?
the
I
better.
need you guys' stuff.
How do you want
Side,
me
everything should be on a side table if you can't
should
help it.
come towards me.
even dice?
Everything
Just
should be on a
dice?
side as far in the corner as you can.
Yeah.
The less things that are in the camera, the more things
I don't
focus
think
on what
anything
is.
is over here.
Is that where you want
And I need to go.
And because of Tom's beautifully painted paint jobs, I'm upgrading him.
Hey,
This
you.
Our minis look beautiful.
All right.
They came out real nice.
All
We
right.
love Tom.
How did you get a blue one?
How did I get a blue one? I don't remember because it wasn't me.
Because he doled it out.
I was going to say I was going to upgrade you to a blue, but you already did it to yourself just for him.
You did it already.
I was going to upgrade to a blue. for him
Okay,
to do
because I
this.
did not do it to myself.
He anticipated.
You
No.
already.
It'll be on tape.
Right,
You-
because I did not do it. I don't
Either
cheat.
way, you're upgraded to blue
You
for
Thank you.
participating in that.
I updated him
Now
because
the
I
main
knew
advantage
our
on blue.
minis are beautiful.
No, I've watched you on tape. You don't like that. You don't like how like there'll be a pack of dogs and like one dog will like be out front and and bite something. You're always that number two, grabbing hold of that hind leg and pulling it down.
I'm not sure how that.
Just helping the GM.
applies.
with
Can you
everything.
decrease his chip once for?
Tell me you have 9 chips.
No.
Need a bigger
I
screen.
gave you the best chip so I can drop you down. You're still
something in
coming
there
out one
For
head.
what reason?
Maybe clip it onto there instead.
Just GM because I don't
Out,
understand
out
the
of
other
character,
reason.
out of
Should've
character,
solid.
hopping in to
I'm seeing too much of that.
negative
Can you-
stuff.
I need to get it.
I hopped him up to the
know
highest
what you
so I
mean by
could.
Here's the red, but I don't understand what
he
you mean.
keeps owling people.
What does the owling people mean?
Trolling.
So now to be fair, I love you, brother. So I upgraded you to the highest. So when I busted you down
Okay.
for trolling, you're still doing better than everyone else.
Yeah.
But I wanted you to have a gentle slap on the wrist. There you go.
But it doesn't bother me, Sean.
I know that's why you have such a gentle slap.
Trolling.
It's still very interesting to watch. It's just
You
completely
give it a
out of
hide.
character. See if you control the other characters in character and make it an art form, and you'll always have the green chip
Would you like a?
in character.
Pretzel.
I got these cards here. What am I supposed to do with them?
You were going to deal
Hold
those
them.
out once we got the camera, shuffle them up, and give everybody one, and give you back anything that are left.
Oh boy, I'm scared.
Even you get one?
No.
You get
Then
some-
it's not everybody.
I think we're
All
gonna
the
do
players.
the whole,
Don't be a
I gave you one extra.
We're gonna do the whole keep
Don't
on,
be a
keep on
pedant.
track thing again.
Don't show it to anybody. You may look at it yourself and think about the story you're going to tell.
It says I win D&D.
Good. So look at this. If it's a horrible story and you don't in a moment, you're going to get a spotlight on camera. Everybody's going to be told to shut up and let you tell a story. If you don't have a good, real story to tell for your card, tell me now, and I'll let you choose from either of these cards. If you do not have a good story to
I
tell,
don't have one.
In
you want
character
to
or
trade
out
me
of character?
cards? Which card do you want? In well, it'll be an out of character. Don't show anybody else that. Darren, put that down.
Give me the right one because I don't. That one didn't work.
This
for
is
me.
my right or your right?
I said right, so
My
whatever
right
you
or
think
your
is
right?
right.
Well, this is your right.
Correct.
All right.
Okay.
So does
can do
anybody
that.
else need to trade secret cards? Anybody else need a not like the one they got?
Ain't nothing I could when I got.
Everybody, raise your hand if you're happy with you have a secret for the card you've got. Raise your hand.
Happy is a.
I see no hands. Thank you, Al. I thank
All
you,
right.
Ed, Tom.
I'm
All
just
right,
gonna go
everybody
with
has one. That's all I want.
Happy is a
Let me
strong
put,
word.
well, no, I got two. Tonight's theme is death.
And why is
Right.
it avoided?
Sponsored by the number 13 and the symbol Mercury.
Okay. Mercury, that's a Ford product. Or is it
No, Ford has not sponsored us. I'm just talking about
Mercury?
symbols.
Sponsored by the element Mercury.
Defeat and unified success will also be sponsored.
You know we can't see those on camera, right?
It's good because I
They
don't.
can't slide that around. Just pass it. Just keep sliding it around.
Tarot kind
Slide
of
it
freaks
around.
me out.
Go here. Go here. Just gotta keep going around. I guess you get
You
that
just
one.
need to keep coming.
Should I be pushing?
Yeah, I tell you till
Oh,
everybody
I'm
gets
sorry.
one.
Okay, that's it.
Everybody has one. Don't look at this.
Okay, don't look.
But don't show anyone else this. You may glance at it yourself. Keep in mind, I will try to use whatever that is for your benefit when you tell your secret. Put both cards away. You gives you time to think on it this evening. Last we left our party, you're between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
And somebody was able to get off a quick spell to give you a moment's respite. Who was that?
Probably me.
Was that Wall of Force?
Yeah.
How long does that last?
That's a great question.
1 hour
I can tell you in a moment.
or up to 8 hours.
Wall of 10 minutes, which is just enough time for a short rest.
No, it isn't.
For me, it is.
1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour is what we're saying. So 8 hours.
What happens if you upgrade the spell level? Does it do anything to duration?
No. Not as far as I know.
Does not say anything about that.
Okay.
How about we could do a GM gimme?
Sure.
It's like a small miracle. A spell that should have lasted 10 minutes has lasted for an hour, enabling everybody a short rest.
So that gives us what?
Oh, let me put that back.
Whatever
Don't
short
close
rest
that
gives you.
initiative.
Nothing.
It don't give you shit.
What class are you?
I'm a rogue. It gives me nothing.
Oh,
It's fine.
no. Warlock gets back all their stuff.
Yeah, no shit.
Clerics get back like some stuff.
Oh,
Not all. You don't get back your spells. You get back your.
I have no. I haven't used any spells.
You're a cleric.
If you ever use these spells, you ever
You
use
know,
these spells.
bless would be so helpful
See,
sometimes.
this is why I don't cast any spells. Right?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and cover that a moment. I really did enjoy that. Does everybody have like a sheet of paper or notes or anything that they can look
I
at?
do, right here.
Yeah. So if you could, write down the other party members' names and your own, and
Why?
just write it down real quick.
Dave.
Do you not have paper?
John.
I don't have room for paper, bro.
I don't have room.
It's right here. How could you not have
Because I
room?
have a laptop up here.
Yeah.
Like
But that
right under
means-
your dice.
You can still put paper there.
Is it on your printer? Or you're just too lazy to stand
It is.
up?
Ah, leave the guy alone.
It's-
He has
it's-
no room.
Well, the problem is it gets deleted off of this.
I know who my characters are. They're Sean and Tom. And
Yeah.
Al.
Okay.
Who are those people? Those are not real.
Fair enough. So, up until now, we've had different ways that we've said, hey, I know this person by, and we've already covered how you know each other. And there are things, though, that we've talked about before that you've wanted from other people in the party, and there's always been obstacles to get those. I do think that's an interesting dynamic. It provides some wonderful in-party drama, and I would like to continue with that. We're just going to go clockwise. Who has something they would like? I hear you saying right up front that there's something you would like from a party member.
Boss, my goodness, I healed you. It's not for just because I needed to expend my energy.
David healed us?
Huh?
You
That's
healed
what he
us?
said.
Healed him twice.
And why can't he have those?
What? Bless? Because it takes 10 minutes to cast.
It does
And
not.
10 minutes to
It
cast.
does not.
10 minutes.
You got more than 10 minutes
I'll
right
cast
now.
it now. It's fine. But no one had a hut last time I checked. That's why it's called a GM freebie. I like to give.
No, it's called an extension
You
of
know what?
force.
Can I have a lower chip? Because I'm going to say something to Sean now.
Sure you can.
Thank you for the proper use of chips.
You're welcome. Okay. We already covered this before with what do you want, how do you know each other, who
Yeah,
cares?
yeah.
Here's the bottom line, people out there in Radio Land. He always wants. I can't give no more myself, okay? I am who I am, that's what I am.
Now, what do you want?
I am what I am.
What a great segue.
I would like a Glock 19, sponsored by Glock.
And who in the party?
D&D.
Although, honestly, if Glock wants to sponsor us, we would love to have
Glock,
as a sponsor.
We're
Glock-
happy to promote them.
Yeah, we are, and not necessarily all NRA members, but we are
Except-
all Second
well,
Amendment,
well, he's-
First
This
Amendment,
is a
Third
second.
Amendment, Fourth
This is a
Amendment.
First, Second, and Fifth Amendment group here.
All the way to 18th Amendments.
Not really. I disagree with a lot of the amendments.
You didn't like
Whichever
the
one he doesn't like, I like.
But he didn't like the 14th because it made a civil liberties slave.
The women
laws.
voting, I just, they're better just making sandwiches.
Oh my God!
I'd like to
Take a chip all the way away from here. I don't know what the hell he's doing over there.
What was your point
yeah,
now?
man.
Come on.
My
Boy.
point is,
I need my wife to vote just like me.
Hey,
That's
hold on. Where's your thing for bad comments?
It's
Yeah,
right here.
flash that.
yeah.
just put up a screen of a screw and a ball. Screwball. I cast bless now. I'm gonna
How long does bless last?
the cleric 10 hours.
No.
No. Let's
1 minute.
suggest that you have that on your things to do list. Maybe put down bless. So once we get into initiative, which
Should be
we don't
soon.
have one. He doesn't even have one.
Should be
So once
soon.
we get into initiative, then worry about your bless.
Yeah,
you
'cause
are
it's
going to
the
start
game.
off right in rounds. And what is something you would like? What was it that you wanted?
I would like
Okay,
For
I
us to
would
get
like
moving.
for Dave to get off my ass about casting bless.
That seems fair. And what's
And
the
none,
problem?
of
Hold on.
none of the comments we make here at Let's Play D&D are the actual opinions of the people saying them.
Okay,
the
so-
group
Actually,
or
it
any
is.
entity.
I have Ludeman's tiny hut that I can do as a ritual. So
since when?
You were able to hold on.
Third level spell.
It's a ritual, so any character's been able to do it. All you had to do, well, make your force wall last long enough, the 10 minutes that was necessary to do your
Why'd you
ritual.
do that?
Now that, stop. This is why I did you for last week. Yes,
You're still blue.
you're still blue, but stop it. So where was I? Because I forgot.
you
He's
So
cast
Leo's tiny
something.
hut, and the force wall lasted 10 minutes.
yes.
Force wall lasts 10 minutes, and you can cast Lehman's as a ritual. No GM cheating required. Fist bump. Love it.
Leomund's
Not out of there, we didn't even have to
third
cheat.
level spell. So as we rested, third level spells.
That was a long rest. Anybody get anything from long rest? Yes, everyone.
Yes.
You get back
Would
half.
you like a long rest, Mister? Get your spells back.
On a long rest, you get back half your hit dice.
Yes.
Hold on. On a long rest, you get back half your hit dice.
Okay.
All right. Now that means you can spend all of your hit dice or half of them for hit points, and when you at the end of your long rest, you get them half back. So if you got 10 hit die, you get 5 back at the end of a long rest. This gives you some healing without having a paladin. We keep forgetting to heal naturally. Thought I'd remind you guys once. Now, everybody has abilities tonight, and let's see if we can avoid telling other people what their abilities are on their turn. Tell people what to do on your turn.
Okay.
That way it's in character and not meta. That's the biggest thing I saw out of the last couple. And we're getting close. I think we all agreed in the car we're all the way up to a C, maybe even C plus for overall game. Which isn't bad considering where we started. I actually enjoy this group more now that we're not arguing as much.
There you go.
Ed,
What?
what do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want?
Pony.
What does John
It's the same
want?
question that I asked Ashley. I know she almost went insane.
I want world peace.
World peace. I got a blender and a can. I go easy.
Well, a blender. Oh, well, shit, I want a strawberry margarita.
Strawberry margarita. What do you want in character and from whom? In the game, what do you want? And who can give it to you in the
I
party?
need a blessing from our cleric,
A blessing from your cleric.
which I already got.
Did you already get a blessing from your cleric?
Yeah.
He hasn't been able to cast it, but he says he's
It's
going
just
to.
sneezing and saying bless you is not a blessing.
Oh.
Yeah, is there anything else you'd like since
Okay,
since
yes,
someone else
yeah.
already chosen that?
I would, that's really...
What do you want from him?
I need an assist from
What
him.
do you want from him?
I want an assist from him.
What kind of assist do you want from him?
For assist for what?
What do you want him to help you
I
with?
want an assist so that I can be a better tank when we have to go through the wall there.
That makes perfect sense. So what, you have 8 hours to discuss amongst yourselves in just a moment, as soon as we get back into free role play, what you guys could do. Now, in general, though, why wouldn't you help him be a better tank while you're in combat? Why wouldn't you do that?
I would.
No, you wouldn't. You got your own thing to do. Why? But the real reason why you're not helping him be a better tank in combat is you have your own thing to do. What is your own thing to do?
Hide.
Be stealthy.
Oh.
Be roguely.
So you're trying to... Well, it's hard to help you in combat while I'm
Being
trying to
roguely.
hide. Well, I'm trying to hide myself.
Yeah.
Is that your reason?
That's what he does.
I guess, but I do want to help him. I always want to help
Well,
him.
that's not the point. In the past, he's going to come up to the point where he thinks you're hiding more than helping. So that's the reason, but that's the drama. That's what we're trying to do, is create the drama. And have we made it all the way around?
This is not the Kardashians.
I
Just
believe we
saying.
have. No, drama is good within a party. It's what makes it actually interesting. I've seen groups, and they're all in a module, and they walk through it, and there is no drama. And this group has got drama, and the drama is what makes it
Well,
interesting.
I got something to say.
Save
Go
the
ahead.
drama for your mom.
You know, the rogue takes forever to make a decision, man. Make a decision.
You have 1 minute.
What decision?
When it's your turn, you have
Supposed
1
to be
minute.
making.
Can you keep to that?
Okay.
Do you have a time? You have a thing on your phone?
I do have a
Can you give
stopwatch.
us 1 minute each? That as soon as
Yeah.
they, and I'm going to say, if you don't tell us what you're doing by the end of your minute, it's dodge.
Yeah, let me know what I'm supposed to be deciding. and
It's
then what-
dodge. Everybody happy with dodge? Raise your hand if you have a better suggestion.
And I'd like to say something else about to the GM.
I get
You
all
said
that.
as soon as we got in here, you said roll initiative.
I did.
wrote initiative. I wrote a 5.
We want to.
I kept asking people, "What's your initiative?" and nobody would
You
say
know,
anything.
that-
They kept talking.
I didn't hear
Just like
that.
you're doing now.
That's how I do things.
Give me another check.
I didn't hear that.
No.
But I will roll.
24.
Thank you.
That
Okay,
is a
0 to 5,
low. That's not so good.
6 to 10.
Make 9.
Okay,
7.
thank
7
you.
and 9.
Thank you. And then that means and you're number 1. Okay. Now, when we start playing, what I am going to do, gentlemen, since I'm the first time in initiative, I'm going to roll for these guys.
Demon, 20.
Can you put the
Ooh,
names
that
on the
was high.
backside?
No, because I'm going to flip them over to you.
I need the names so I know
He
who's
would
on
like
back.
them on both
Yeah.
sides. So
You
just
gotta
say
do both.
What do
yes.
you need names?
20.
So I know who's next and so I can set the cameras. It's part of the production value.
Why do you need to set the cameras?
20.
They're already set.
Undead go before name.
So I can
Okay.
change who's the video's on.
Okay.
So I can put
It's-
the next
it-
screen.
Okay.
Don't ask why. He's the director.
Sorry.
I'm in charge of the game. He's in charge of the
I-
cameras and the scene.
Will not question your wisdom,
That's
sir.
for sure.
Yeah, hey, we'll replace him later. But for now, we couldn't ask for a better.
Oh, we can replace you too later.
Oh,
Everybody's
You would be
replaceable.
easier to replace me.
I've learned at work that everybody's replaceable.
That's right.
Everybody is replaceable. Yes. 2, 10.
They beat that into you at work.
I'm
Beat,
replacing
beat.
this.
We do
because
live
that
in
has
Florida.
special
It
purpose,
is
does
a
it
right
not?
to work state.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
They
Oh,
beat
that's not the. It
into
doesn't
that
have the
anybody's
toothpicks.
replaceable.
No.
Oh.
Tom's laptop is being very noisy.
It's supposed to be.
What the hell is that? Is that
It's the background sounds we asked for, and you got a external speaker, so we might be able to hear
Not
that.
yet.
No.
he did? Where's the external speaker?
No.
Can
Yeah,
you put
yeah.
the external speaker above the mic?
Don't have it
right
until
there on
tomorrow.
We don't even need to do that.
right here, maybe.
Because we can
Patience,
feed
sir.
we can
Patience,
feed
sir,
the
yeah.
audio output into there, into the audio input of here, and it can be another input
right in
source.
You're correct. You could, but then we still have to hear it somewhere.
We
You
hear
don't
it
want to
from
be
his.
outputting and inputting. Trust me.
No.
We hear it from his Windows something.
Yes.
Windows PC.
I'll tell you, the one of the best things we've done so far is that's an amazing mic. I've noticed that every single session, there's some camera or there's some fiddly thing or there's nobody in view or all you can see is a corner of the map we're not using. But if we had a radio podcast,
Radio?
if we had a radio podcast and you just viewed us on the radio quality, we're doing excellent. We're getting A. We seriously, I can't believe how good of a deal you got us on the audio because I can hear all of us. There's no mixing board. There's no crazy. We all sound pretty good. I'm a little bit on the low, so I don't think it's catching all of my bass. But I don't think all of my bass is necessarily hearable by humans.
Are you all about the bass, Sean?
I am.
About the bass.
So, yeah, I mean, that's just absolutely amazing. So every single one of them we've shot so far have had great audio quality. And most of the videos I see you're replacing. Slowly, we're getting rid of my crappy old cameras and getting some new ones.
Well, I think we solved our issue, but now it's just a matter of money. The problem is the
Money
USB bus on USB 3 only has a 5 gig bandwidth,
That would do it.
and we're hitting up against that every second.
Yes.
That's why it's the crapshoot of the camera, which camera is going to work.
Now, if the cameras have let's just talk about frame rate. If the camera's got a frame rate of 120, which some of these cameras, I believe that's a high-speed camera.
But they're
That-
not. They're,
If,
it
if,
doesn't-
if, but if our output stream is only at 45 frames a second, which is plenty, then you can limit all the cameras to 45 frames a second.
doesn't work that way on the
Hold on,
Mac.
guys. Let's get back to game.
All right. Well, throwing that out.
They just nom.
Focus. Can you assist me with the focus this evening, sir?
Yeah, I just did it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. What is our topic at hand? Is there anything else we need to do before the apparently
We need
long
to finish
rest?
our long rest, and you guys need to decide
Long?
what needs to be refreshed on your character sheets and all that business.
Long rest it is. So if you've leveled up, you may level.
No way.
How about the XP for doing extra?
Nothing.
We did all that within the chips.
There's nothing, bro.
Chips.
You need to just live and kill this shit.
Chips.
You need to finish the objective.
Yeah.
Part of that objective is casting Bless, you son of a bitch.
Okay.
Anybody want to give me some extra hit points?
I sense a theme.
Oh, you know what?
Are you low on hit
Extra
points?
Hit points.
Extra hit points.
I mean, like
Temporary?
leadership or something.
When we're about to go into battle,
Temporary hit
I
points.
cast.
Well, not yet. We're not there yet.
Think about it.
So just tell him yes.
I'm
I
casting.
think you guys are
Leadership
being
Bless.
just mean to him.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just a matter of we're not going into combat.
No,
We're not
I'm
actually
not.
in initiative yet. As soon as we hit initiative, I'm raising your bell.
Mage armor, just for the record,
Trying to get that.
That lasts
muscle
long
on.
enough.
it's 8 hours.
I just don't want you casting
Yeah.
buffs that last concentration or short
Of course.
before it starts. So get your long-term buffs off.
Even when he casts Bless, he still can't concentrate.
What the hell is it?
Can you put one up there for dungeon
Yep.
and drop it all the way at the bottom of initiative?
Okay.
Why can't I find that?
It may be
D&D
easier to
Beyond.
take this out and just slack it on the bottom. I don't
It
know.
may be easy to just let me do it my job.
Can I
Enjoy,
find
have
D&D
fun.
Beyond on this shit?
D&D Beyond, just go to a browser.
I had that shit on here, man.
DUNG.
D&D Beyond, yes, we
BON.
do use it. We own the legendary bundle, so we take full advantage
Thank
of
you
it.
to Tom Beadle for owning that legendary.
I pwned that. I
D&D
pwned that
Beyond. Are we?
legendary.
You're saying we're using D&D Beyond?
We are.
Yes,
You know-
because of him.
D&D Beyond is an awesome product. I've seen Sam talk about it many times through Critical Role,
Good stuff.
and they seem to have sponsored his show, and they're making quite a lot of headway with it. And we've started using that tool for our PCs, and it does seem to lock you into a usable legal character. Which,
Oh,
even
fuck.
with my Roll20, I mean, I can make any character I want, but what I can't do is ensure that it's a legal, usable character. It doesn't remind me if
Why
I'm
do you
missing
find that
something.
shit on
If I have a subclass, it doesn't tell me about the subclass I'm missing. I believe it does everything with D&D Beyond.
Yes.
So if D&D Beyond's listening, we'd love to hear from you. We could use your sponsorship.
Yeah. If you have custom stuff, you can put it in the notes for your character. It's real
I
easy
don't
to
know why I
use.
don't find that.
And for that matter, Critical Role, we're pretty cheap right now. So, is for $100 a week, anybody can put their ad up. This would have been right here. Al, can you give us a ad for Diet Coke since we have no other ad tonight? This is where it would go. This is Al would be, hold on. Al would be providing. He's providing a free Coke, Diet Coke ad. Please give us our 30-second Diet Coke ad.
Yeah. Diet Coke, Nectar of the Gods. One hit of
Hardly.
this, and you'll be playing D&D for hours. And just like to say one more thing: if Coca-Cola's listening, fuck Pepsi.
Yeah, this is
that.
No, that's a 30-second ad for Coke. Fuck Pepsi.
this is a Pepsi house.
Son of a bitch!
No.
This is a Pepsi
This
house.
Hold on, can I borrow your Coke?
Boo!
Oh, hold on. That's royal flavor Coke.
Drinks.
I just gotta hold
Fuck
up
Coke.
outside, but-
We're a Pepsi house.
By the way, we're
Fuck
also sponsored by
Pepsi's.
Bacardi, or we want to be.
No.
Oh yes,
Not
please
Captain Morgan.
Bacardi, please Bacardi.
No.
This is, hold on. This is Captain Morgan's and Coca-Cola, not the Diet Coke,
Fuck
but the
Pepsi.
sugary Coke.
I'm all about.
So at this table, we're very easy to be swayed. If Coke pays us money, we will drink Coke. If Pepsi pays us money, we will drink
We will
Pepsi.
drink Coke.
We will not like it.
Sponsor whore for anybody.
Yeah, we're horse.
We at this point would love some sponsorship because we would like to either get a warehouse or a church.
Or some nice cameras.
Or instead of a warehouse or church, how about just a computer with USB-C and
Damn
some
it,
cameras
where
that
is
can
it?
go with it?
I see it.
Having
My
trouble
invisible
pulling the
eye
picture.
through the wall. In a rack it rests. Just a hole through the wall, and all its powers are yours.
And he wants a church.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
But he's Jewish, so he can't have a church.
well, I'm Hebrew.
Why not? It has nothing to do with it.
I'm Hebrew.
Hebrews can have a church.
He could go to the temple.
You could have a
Syrians.
synagogue.
I could go to
well,
a synagogue.
Yeah, potato.
Is it a temple? Is it a Jewish temple of Syrians?
I'm actually my reverend though is universal
computers?
libertarian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come on, man. Where's
universal libertarian.
I think
I'm
we
pretty
should do
sure I
some.
just made that up.
I think we should do some shrimp, clams,
So with,
and lobster.
with all this said, I think we got all the preliminaries out of the way. Yes, everybody's
Please,
on here.
Let's get back to
Is there
game.
anybody that's missing?
I'm kind of missing. I'm trying to pull my character
Stop
from
you. Take
D&D
the
Beyond.
smudge off of there.
Oh,
Can't
this
get
is such
that
a
up.
fun cat toy. Try it a couple times.
Cat toys, yeah.
Smack, smack.
Turn your chip.
You have the attention span of a cat, Sean.
Oh, seriously?
You think
Just saying.
if I had the attention
Hey,
of a cat,
game.
I'd still have a job.
Cats can wait for hours for that
Gang.
thing to come up.
Bam!
That was like a loud.
Bless goes off.
I get louder.
No,
inspiration
no,
goes
bless
off.
does not go off. You all are startled as Liam's tiny hut dissolves as you feel the dungeon expel it from itself. You've had an opportunity to get a long rest, but not everything you wanted to say or do has been done. At this moment, you turn and you see that the undead inhabitants of the area have now immediately taken notice of you, and they start to lumber toward your positions. Several of you feel the gloom from within the side of the dungeon as the only lights are apparently lit from these two. There's an unlit torch next to you.
Turn them on.
It's unlit. It just requires a torch. Hit it with a torch and it'll light right up.
John, you're up. Undead on deck.
Oh, you haven't hit it with a torch. You want to start with a lit torch?
Give me a chip.
I hit it with a torch.
You hit it with a torch. We'll count that interact with the environment. You threw your torch at it.
Okay, I'm
John, you're up.
On your turn, we used your interact with the environment.
I'm juicing up.
Okay.
Tell us exactly what that means.
Yeah, what does that mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? What do I mean? I'm juicing up, man. I got my spirit people awakened.
What is that called?
I don't
Your
know.
ancestral ancestors.
Ancestral-
You send out your ancestral ancestors to protect the party.
Yes, and I do my rage, and I get my sword of cast, and I get all just jacked up on steroids.
Uh-huh. And as the action with the environment, you'd like to draw a single hit point from your sword. As you draw it, you're drawing a hit point from your. You
I
take
no
a point
longer-
of damage from your sword.
I
yes.
no longer have to do that.
Oh, you. That's right.
I'm
Awesome.
No longer.
Congratulations. He fixed your sword. Oh, that was you actually. Sorry, you fixed it. Who the fuck fixed his sword?
I don't know.
You did?
I did.
You fixed his sword?
I will not fist bump the GM.
What kind of death comes to him next? Poison. Poison is coming for you. There you go. Poison still sits ready.
Coming for you.
Okay,
Okay, undead.
hold on. I'm gonna.
All right, when you're done, say done, please, so I know.
I believe that's
The
moi.
long
It is.
pause to me means done.
That's moi. And I'm gonna go to this dude.
These are coming. Sorry, these are coming up.
And I'm gonna go to that dude. Take me to that dude.
Take the
Show the square.
Fuck.
I got the
Point
laser.
on the square you want to be.
I got the laser on.
There are 3 squares that you could be next to that dude.
I got you. Pick one of
Oh,
the
point
three
to where
squares.
you want to go to.
Yeah. Is that the square you
Not
wanted?
the two.
Because this square would have been awesome, and this square would have been awesome too. How about here?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
All right, we'll do this. We'll
Please,
turn your back
please.
this way. That looks good.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go Donkey Kong on his ass.
Scott, think he's gone.
So I'm gonna jack him up real good. So that's gonna be. I'm gonna bonus. Shit, I forget my.
Thank God.
Forget which
I'm
dice I
having
gotta
trouble
roll. This one.
with my login.
No, at 8.
You'll say on a sheet.
Come on, man. Show me
Well,
what-
Well, when I add them all up,
Sidewalks
it's a
are just
1d8
as
plus
you can
11.
Yeah.
But that's just for the sword, and there's range I gotta do, so I get
That's
another
rage.
plus
It's just 2 plus 2 points.
plus 2. Okay.
But you also get to do it with advantage if you want to do it with. I forgot what it's called.
Well, my ancestral
He
spirits.
didn't
are out
already
there.
call that though. Tell him about it on his turn. On your turn. Say, hey, next time do this. He called enough stuff.
Go to
that-
features and trades, and it'll be, everything's on that
Here we
page.
go.
Reckless attack is what you
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Okay.
Told him
That's
that's
the-
juicing up.
Well, reckless attack isn't juicing up. It's reckless attack.
And you also get another attack now, so you get 3 attacks.
3 attacks.
Because you're reckless attacking.
Yes.
Is this him here?
Yes.
5, and it's plus 11, right? Where's my. 5?
You have one enemy.
It was plus 11,
Mm-hmm.
so it's
Fire hit.
7 plus 11 is 18.
18 hits.
Okay. 7,
1 minute.
21. 7 is 19, and 2 is 21.
21
on the first
damage?
hit.
That's a lot.
It goes, "Ugh!" And you see its left arm is severed completely from its body as it drops off. And the monster looks down at the arm, then looks back up at you, prepares to attack. You see the arm on the ground
I got 2 more
crawling.
swings.
You see the
keep going.
arm on the ground, arm crawling towards you.
Keep going.
I got 2 more swings. 19 and 20 are both natural 20s, so it's a crit.
19 is
I
not a
thought-
natural 20.
I thought 19 was
It's a crit. It is a crit.
It can be, yes.
Yeah, it is a crit because of key.
All right. If you roll a 19, take a d20 and roll again.
7.
That's not a 20.
Okay, finish teaching him how to do this.
Okay.
But meanwhile,
Since you
who's
didn't roll a
keeping our
natural
XP
20 on the
pool tonight?
follow-up, that's just extra
Right here,
14
so-
damage.
Extra 14.
That's
Yes.
all. Just 14.
But it's still a crit, so do normal crit stuff, but add
You got
14.
20 seconds left till your turn's over.
Okay.
No, for the action.
I'm doing a headshot.
Wow.
7 and 11 is 20.
Should be good
11,
enough.
19,
Plus 14 is 30. Is 32.
32, 33.
That's awesome. That should do
33.
it.
And now I'm going
That's
to.
gotta do it,
Now
Sean.
you're going to have to.
33.
Done.
33.
33
points of damage.
33
That's
on the
gotta
head.
take it off.
XP.
33 on the head.
It's already gone. The monster
No,
destroyed.
he was. I wanted him to calculate how much it is total, and then let him do his move because he can move
Go
between
ahead.
spirits.
One more.
That was awesome.
We hit with a 26. And 4, 15, 16, 17. 17 on the next monster.
It's right here. The skeleton. Still pretty good. He like took that other thing's head right off.
I wasn't messing around.
He
right.
goes spin around.
You're undead.
Undead, go. You got.
And it strikes you back with
Come on.
hitting
On one of them.
55 seconds left.
for 12 damage. Roll versus con.
6.
Yep.
Demons on deck.
Okay, so I did 6 because I'm half damage.
And you got to roll a con save.
Let's see what happens if you. He
15.
made it. He rolled high.
15 and 4 is 19.
He rolled good.
Dex.
Demons, I told you, is on deck.
Next.
Now Dave's on deck. Dave's up.
Dave's up.
Dot's on deck. That's
We
it.
need to get up there and
Dave, you have 1 minute and go.
we need to engage.
58 seconds left. 55 seconds left.
Next time.
Where's
it's
your,
Dean's turn.
That's not you,
He
Dave.
holds his action.
You're
towards
over
the
here
top of
somewhere.
the
I know where I'm at.
section that says demons.
Get
Back
up
to the
there.
top and
See him.
Right here.
Fuck those guys.
Hold
Get
on.
over there.
Sean. Oop, shit.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, sorry. Fireball right here, just to get all
Come
3
on,
of these.
man.
All right.
You have 30 seconds to get it off.
No, I don't. I already made my decision what to do.
Natural 20 and 1 save, a 12
Fails.
on 1. What's your AC?
DC.
So 15. 1 failed, 1 success, and a 15.
Scott, you're on deck.
Okay. Where's our buddies at? We need to get down there.
And Jimmy's on deck.
Okay.
If you-
Failed, successive 15. What's your DC?
It's failed. It's successful.
Yeah, for you here. Hang on.
Who's on deck, Vinny?
These are just like.
No, Scott's on
DC
deck.
is
and then
14.
Scott's next.
14. Yeah, the minutes that determine their action, not for me to resolve it.
Oh, okay.
Just so they get what they're doing. I don't want to be sitting there for 3 minutes. Like, what am I gonna do?
8d6. So
86.
There was that.
Two. Can we go average?
sure.
Dead. Hand it to me. All right, put it in your bag. One failed, one succeeded, and the other took half damage. The one closest to you took half damage and
That's gonna
died.
be dead too.
That's what took half damage and
That's
died. The other
what
one
I'm
took
talking
no
about.
damage at all. Okay, next.
Me?
Right here.
Succeeded. You still take half damage.
Scott, you're
What's
up.
the total?
It destroyed him.
It's
He's gone.
4 would be 24.
It's
Alive.
gone.
Still there.
Okay, 24 points of damage though.
50 seconds to decide what you're going to do there.
I'm getting down the hall. I'm getting towards the BBEG.
And these are all different, so they have different hit points, just so you know. You don't know when they're...
I'm getting down the
All
hall.
right, I need you to make a dex save versus...
Dex
Webb.
save.
Yep.
We already disabled that.
You did not.
Last game we
You've
did.
had 8 hours.
We disabled that.
It's been 8 hours since you disabled it. You're getting a web trap.
Yes,
I
I
even
am.
placed it right there on the
I
map,
shall
so I
roll.
remember. Yes, you shall. DC 18, dexterity.
Okay, first I
And
need
you're a
to
rogue.
ask
You're going to make it.
Al.
We know that.
Al, pick one of these. You're my good
That's the
luck
only one you
charm.
get tonight. Put the rest away. No more choosing.
1 minute.
You only need one good die. That's
I'm
the
rolling
one.
a dex save.
And
Oh, I rolled poorly.
No, you're good.
you did great. Next.
Al, I thought you told me to pour good.
Next.
What happens?
You're trapped in a web. End of
What
turn.
does that mean? I want to.
You failed. You're trapped in a web. Next.
I cast.
I have no other
Who's
action.
next?
I cast bless.
I guess that's.
Everybody
what
dungeons
happens.
next.
There's no more movement. It takes an action
Al,
to break.
I
Hold on.
trust
It takes an
you, man.
action to break free. Did you do an action?
He moved in there.
You know, yeah, but he's got no more movement. That stops the movement.
I will try an action.
You would try an action to break free.
Is this the one you
DC
picked?
20.
Kiss
Yeah,
this so
yeah.
I can. It's lucky.
Why don't you put it in your mouth, roll it around a little bit, and spit it for him?
Ted, you got it.
Why don't you rub it on your balls?
No, I just said kiss. Hold
Do
on.
one, then the other.
Hold a second. I'm just
The
checking.
order matters.
17.
Left and then right.
17.
17. You got 17.
Okay, so you drop dead. Next.
No, that's not the
I
same thing.
cast bless.
Did I make it?
on
You're
whoever's
trapped.
within re-
Oh, 17. I get to roll a d4. Sorry.
Why?
17 plus
What's
3.
a 4 for?
20.
What's that for?
Because I'm blessed.
Why did you bless him?
Because he's
on my
helpful.
turn. It's on my
Is
turn.
it you blessed him yet? I don't think you blessed him.
No.
Yes, he blessed us
Hold on.
previously.
Listen to your friend. Have you blessed him yet?
I bless him on my turn, right? I can't
Which
do
is
it.
not yet.
Right.
Right.
So no,
Sorry.
not blessed.
I guess
This
that's
is
fair
why.
enough.
This is why you don't get any buffs.
Right.
I'm stuck.
You tried to get pre-blessed.
Dungeon is up.
I'm stuck.
Dungeon is
On
up.
my turn, I shall urinate.
Can you get through?
Hey, while you're up,
Trying. I can get
hey,
through.
on your way back, can you stop in the kitchen and grab me a Pepsi out of the fridge?
Pepsi. I'm a Coke guy.
Pepsi, baby.
All right.
Is it-
While we take a moment as he's having his Pepsi Coke break,
Just be.
or urinary tract infection break, whatever
I
it
don't
might
have one
be.
Take 5 is what you're saying?
No, not quite. What I'm saying is, can you please roll on magic, a random magic table, please?
Oh, shit.
Where would that be?
You don't know.
The number is 10 on your Wheel of Fortune.
I don't know what you're asking.
The magic item, Wild Magic, is part of Warlock.
Okay.
10 on the Warlock table, Wild Magic.
You know, the Warlock.
Player's Handbook?
No, I think that's one of
You have Player's
I
Handbook?
do have a place here.
Okay, I rolled a 10 on the Wild Magic table.
Okay, well, that's good. I think you're talking about sorcerer. Wow.
Yes, Sorcerer, Wild Magic.
Not Warlock.
You're correct. You're correct, I'm wrong.
300 extra people.
No, you're just right. Getting me to admit I'm wrong is a reward in itself, isn't it?
No.
I mean, how often does
It's
that
getting
happen?
awful fucking deep in here.
Isn't it though?
Dude. It got so deep, he removed his shoes an hour ago.
That's right. I love carpeting. Okay, sorcerer, correct?
Yes.
Here we go. Sorcerer, wild magic. Okay, wild magic. Roll
A 10.
D100.
10 is what?
Oh, a 10.
You cast
even?
magic
You
missile
cast
as a
magic
5th
miss
level.
as a 5th level spell.
And that is an addition. That is an addition to the spell he tried to cast.
Okay. So was that
What spell did you try to cast?
Who?
Who cast the spell? Oh, it was the dungeon that tried to cast the
Yeah.
spell. It hit somebody. Let's see who it hits. Who's AFK? Who's AFK? Raise your hand if you're AFK.
Actually, he's stuck in the weather.
Hold on. Raise your hand if you're AFK. How much damage does that do? What level spell is that?
5th.
Could you do the dice for us, please?
Dude, that's like fucking
5th level magic missile.
10d20s.
It is not.
I know,
Nothing of the sort.
And then I'd like everybody to take 5 minutes.
Okay, we're gonna stop.
No, you don't need. Don't stop the stream. Keep
No,
it rolling.
right.
Stop recording.
No, not really. You stop recording.
So
You let it
5d4
run or hit
plus
the cycling screen.
I'm just gonna stop recording because then when I upload to YouTube, it's
It's in
sections.
pieces.
Yeah.
I see your point. Do that.
8, 13,
Okay, we're gonna go.
16.
Thanks for joining. Let's play
21
D&D.
damage.
Plus
We'll be
5.
back in a
That
few.
is plus 5.
21 points of damage to his character.
Yeah. 21 points of damage to Darren's character.